What's going on, everybody? If XRP is a stable coin, then what is the point of XRP? Check this out right here. Listen.
Some people going, now wait a minute. If they put a stable coin on the XRP ledger, then why do we need XRP? David answers this right here. Because first of all, and he's answered this beyond and earlier when he spoke, he's talked about the idea of understanding you only use XRP where applicable on the XRP ledger. You're not forced to use XRP on the ledger, and that's the beautiful part. I wouldn't want to use a network where I'm forced to use a token just to use the network. That's not an incentive, right? The best incentive is no incentive. So, and I know that was about validators and nodes, but when I'm talking about applies here as well for people using the network. You don't want people to feel cornered or forced to use something. And as he talked about here, when you think about auto bridging, US dollars don't auto bridge, XRP auto bridges, right? There's a decentralized ledger. So you're talking about trading between other assets. What if I want to go oil to gold? Maybe the people receiving on the other end don't want US dollars or XRP, but XRP can get that done. See, that's the thing, is that we're not just staying in the dollar pairing world. We're moving to a decentralized exchange like XRP Ledger Decentralized Exchange, where you can make a market from anything to anything, because you can auto bridge across other pairings and networks. It doesn't have to be dollar to another dollar. So this is the key thing that I think people are not quite getting about this, not to mention the level of liquidity that is going to be coming to the network. As far as I'm concerned, what we've just witnessed today is phase one of
That's exactly what I said in my first video I put out today in regards to XRP. I had some questions about it too, like what role would it play? But to me, it's going to play a role regardless, right, of if XRP is there or not. But to me, the main point is bringing much more liquidity to the ledger. It's all about bringing liquidity to the ledger. So, and also expanding, right? I mean, um, the whole plan for Ripple is, what, like Brad Garlinghouse, right? The CEO of Ripple says Amazon started out with books, then they went to other things. So he said Amazon is to books as Ripple is to payments. So payments with XRP, right? Um, and then David Schwartz, right? The one of the designers of the XRP ledger. He says the high quality USD stablecoin on the XRP ledger with its decentralized exchange and features like issued currencies, auto bridging that uses XRP as the native currency to facilitate trades between other assets and the AMMA and the AMM. So, it will be a game changer, that's for sure. And then, it's just another thing that's continuing to grow Ripple, the company, and also the XRP ledger, right? Because the XRP ledger has many different things, NFTs, all kinds of stuff on the XRP ledger. Its main design is for XRP and for payments, but now they have a stable coin coming. It just adds another layer, right, to an already beautiful design, right? So this is just going to give more validation and more conviction for the future success of Ripple.
adoption. Dante Disparte from USDC, head of global policy there. Shout out to Dante. Congratulations to Brad Garlinghouse and Stuart Alderati and the Ripple team. Your move into dollar stablecoins like PayPal's before it underscores how U.S. regulatory clarity can create a growing market in the U.S. and an export product of digital dollars around the world. That's absolutely true. I want to add another point here that I'm super excited about for everybody to chew on, and it's this. Look at what he's saying. Just like PayPal did a stablecoin before it, it underscores how U.S. regulatory clarity can create a growing market in the U.S. and an export product of digital dollars around the world. This is so spot on. This dude's super smart. And you should listen to any time he's talking. You should be listening because your IQ is going to go up. But what I'm going to say is this, look, I have said multiple times on this channel that if they allow private issuers to release their stable coins, like what I believe we're just witnessing here with Ripple, you're creating a new use case for U.S. treasuries and U.S. dollars. If we experience a hyperinflated moment, the new use case of stablecoins will become the sponge to soak up the hyperinflated dollars that the issuers themselves, like Ripple or USDC, will have to hold the imbalance of hyperinflated dollars. So if we have $100 of digital dollars USDC or Ripple stablecoin on our phone in our digital wallet, if there's hyperinflation, they may have 2-to-1 backing it to make it 1-to-1 in our digital wallet. That's a new use case for actual dollars and treasuries.
And another thing too is you got to look at the on and off ramps of crypto. When you have, a crypto and then you sell it into dollars, that's an off ramp, right? But if you sell it into stablecoin, you're still technically into a crypto. Now, we want to live in a world where you could use stablecoins, because it's backed by dollars and whatnot, to use a stablecoin as you would a dollar. But you need regulation, and what's coming this year is a stablecoin regulation. So eventually, I think more and more companies are going to start to add stablecoin features to their websites. I know Elon Musk talked about X being a central financial hub, and I'm pretty sure that X, right? I don't know what the ticker is, but you would think it would be XUSD, right? XUSD for the XRP stablecoin, and it will most likely be used throughout different websites and things like that. Which means if you don't want to have an off ramp to US dollar, you can have still be in the crypto world, off ramp into a stablecoin, and then you can use that stablecoin to secure your profits, to make purchases and things like that. Remember, stablecoins have a different use case than XRP, right? XRP is, definitely for payments, liquidity, and a stablecoin can be used for different things. I'm not a complete expert in all of that stuff. That's why I listen to other people that are much smarter than me. I'm a chart guy. If you want to follow me for charts, technical analysis, that's what I like. But I do use the fundamental aspect into my technical aspect of the analysis. So I want to know, these questions, right? I want to know the answers to these questions. And to me, I'm, it's slowly starting to understand, the bigger picture here of what's going on, because people have mentioned, well, XRP is a stable coin in itself. So then what's the point of having a stable coin? But people don't understand. When you talk about like the World Bank, the IMF, right? That's another reason why I believe XRP and Ripple is a really good investment, because they are surrounding themselves with high-level people, right? So eventually, it's going to be noted of why that is. But when they say XRP is a stable coin, that doesn't mean stable at $1. That's not what that means. It means stable upon the transaction. So XRP can be $7, it can be $10, it can be 20 cents, it could be $1,000, it can be 10,000. It doesn't matter. The point about being stable is the moment, like let's say you did my taxes and I'm going to pay you, okay? I'm going to pay you $200 because you did my taxes. And as soon as I hit send, and I send X amount of XRP, whatever that $200 equates to, as soon as I hit send, you're going to get that money within 3 to 4 seconds, which means you're going to get $200. Now, if I were to give you Bitcoin, $200, you might not get it until 20 minutes later. By the time you get it, that $200 might be $210, it might be $180. Right? It's not stable because the amount of time it takes to settle the transaction is a lot longer. That's what they mean when you talk about stablecoin. It's not XRP being a stablecoin at $1. That's the total disconnect. That's the total misconception that a lot of people have when you hear XRP being a stablecoin. No, it's not stable at $1. It's stable the moment you hit send and the moment they receive the transaction. The moment it's settled, right? I send $200, you get $200, because the price, the XRP price, it's statistically improbable for the price to fluctuate that much within 4 seconds. Think about it for a second. If I send you $500 in 4 seconds, the price is not going to change that much for the time that you receive that $500, right? Maybe it might fluctuate a little bit. Maybe you might have 501, maybe 499, but within 4 seconds, hey, it's pretty quick. So that's what it means for stablecoin. So, anyways, the XRP stablecoin that's coming out, this is going to be different. This is an actual stablecoin that is pegged to the dollar. So just wanted to clear that up. So I think both assets will both help each other rise, because at the end of the day, it's about bringing more liquidity to the market, more validation. And that's another thing about the lawsuit. If they are coming out, remember, the SEC and Brad Garlinghouse, they were in court, I think a couple of days ago, talking about settlement terms. And then all of a sudden, now they're saying, okay, let's announce the stablecoin today, right? So that tells me, well, this thing's going to be settled pretty soon, because if stablecoin regulations are coming this year, they want to have their stablecoin out and ready to go, right? But I don't think they would do that if they're still dealing with the SEC lawsuit, because there's going to be a conflict of interest. So I believe the settlement is coming soon. And if that's the case, then follow me and subscribe to my channel, because I give updates all the time about the XRP price and also Bitcoin, Theta, and things like that. But I wanted to give a shout out to Digital Perspectives, Brad Kimes, and also Digital Asset Investor. Those two guys are like generals in the XRP army, and they know much more about the fundamental aspect behind the scenes than I do, right? So I use these guys to answer my questions, because I have the same questions as everybody else. Ripple comes out with a new stablecoin, then I'm like, well, what role is it going to play? And a lot of people have that question, but they did a pretty good job at answering it. Look, it's the news just came out, so you got to give it some time to soak in. People are going to investigate, right? I'm sure they're going to interview Brad Garlinghouse. You got XRP Las Vegas. I'm sure they're going to talk all about it. So just have patience, sit back, relax. All the facts are going to come out. It's going to make much more sense. But just understand that it's a good thing, not a bad thing. It's a good thing. So anyway, just keep listening here for a little bit.
I see that being a very important role as we move through the transition from a debt-based system to a multipolar asset-backed system for the world. And this, I believe, is one of the measures that have been put into place to help soak up these hyperinflated bonds.
And one more thing. People say, well, why is it going to be on the Ethereum network? I thought about the whole ETHgate stuff and this and that, and I don't understand that. Well, look, no, it's going to be on the XRP ledger, but it's also going to be on the Ethereum blockchain. And people say, well, why is that good? Well, why do you think? Ethereum has an ocean of liquidity. They go, well, the XRP stablecoin on the Ethereum blockchain will be an ERC20 token. That is correct, because it's all about interoperability, right? It's all about, you don't want to put everything in one area. You want to spread it out. The XRP ledger is way better than the Ethereum network, right? And then also think about it this way. Why would I use XRP stablecoin on the Ethereum network? Because the fees are going to be so high, right? The Ethereum fees are high, right? But that's not the point. The point is there's a lot of dApps over there. There's a lot of different networks, a lot of different things happening on the Ethereum network. Tons of liquidity over there. So from a business strategic decision, they decided, let's put it on Ethereum. Well, why not HBAR? Well, why not Solana? Well, why not? Because Ethereum's the top dog, right? I believe they will get to HBAR. I believe they will get to Solana and Avalanche and other things like that. But for now, they just announced it today, right? So they're going to do Ethereum and XRP ledger. And so it's going to help get more adoption for the XRP stablecoin, because that's what it's about. I mean, you're going up against Tether. And people say, well, what's the point of that? Well, I think Tether doesn't have a lot of transparency. And I think a lot of people believe that eventually Tether is going to go bye-bye. And who do you think is going to be there to take their place? either USDC, right, or probably XRP. And it's going to be very trusted because they're going to have full transparency. If you go to Ripple on Twitter or X and you look at all the thread that they put out, they talk about all that stuff. So I think them putting it on XRPL obviously is the XRP stablecoin, but also on the Ethereum network is a strategic decision because it's all about tapping into more liquidity. And, you know, all of that is tied up into Ethereum. So if people want to transition out of Ethereum because the prices are too high, it's slow, it's congested, it's whatever, people have problems with, right? What do they have? Well, if they have XRP or the stablecoin, they can start to transition away from that and move their and liquidate whatever they have over there and transition somewhere else, right? And then it's also about, like, if I sell, let's say I sell a crypto into the XRP stablecoin, and then I want to send that stablecoin to another exchange, but that exchange doesn't support XRP ledger, well, I can send it now through the Ethereum blockchain, right? So you want to have multiple avenues, just like how you have USD Tether on the Binance network, you have it on the Ethereum network, right? You have it on the Tron network. So it's a smart decision to expand liquidity. So, anyways,
dollars that will be coming back home shortly and really provide all of us, the citizens and consumers, with that end experience that doesn't feel that, right? So that's what we're looking at here. Jeremy Allaire, the head of Circle, comes out and says, "Welcome to the dollar stablecoin party, Ripple. It is encouraging to see more companies taking a compliance-first approach to building on-chain dollars. Congrats on taking the plunge. No doubt about it." Understanding that there's 3 players in this area right now, understanding that this is super exciting. There's a lot of market capture to be had here. Looking at a projected $2.8 trillion market for stablecoins alone in just the next 48 months, that's remarkable. That is remarkable. How much of that will Ripple capture? We're going to find out.
and also, Binance is an exchange, right? And then they came out with their Binance token. And Ripple is sort of like an exchange, and they came out with a stable coin, right? But then you say, well, I thought that was XRP. And that's the thing. It is XRP. The stable coin is going to be, like I said, it's going to be different. Like David Schwartz says, a high quality stablecoin on the XRP ledger with its decentralized exchange and features like issued currencies and auto bridging that uses the XRP as the native token, right? So again, I don't have all the information. More of it's going to come out about the role it will take, but to me, it's a good thing, not a bad thing.
I don't know, but we're going to find out. Then I want to get you this right here.
There we go. We're going to find out.
This is Kyriba. Kyriba right here. Now what's interesting, Kyriba is a fully SWIFT certified application offering connectivity as a service. For corporates to leverage SWIFT bank connectivity, Kyriba provides several SWIFT connectivity options for its clients. It goes through the list of all of that here, but what I want to show you is what Mr. Mann shows us in the diagram, but I went and found it, pulled it up here. Shout out to Mr. Mann. Tony, give that guy a follow. He's a hardworking guy. His Kyriba, as you can see right here. Look at this. SWIFT GPI, Target, Tips, Ripple, PayPal, EBIX, ISO 20022, MasterCard. You see it. Unified payment interface.
So anyway, I think that'll do it. I'm going to wrap this video up. I wanted to keep it under 20 minutes. I just wanted to give you my thoughts, my initial thoughts. I'll have much more information as the days roll out. I know there was a lot of questions on X. There's a lot of questions on Facebook. There's some confusion. I still need some of my questions answered. But at the end of the day, take it as a win. I think it's a good thing, not a bad thing. People think, oh, they're going to replace it with a stable coin. Well, then why wouldn't Ripple just come out with a stable coin? Why would they even bother coming out with XRP? That wasn't the point, right? The point is to, like be Amazon. Just because they sell books doesn't mean they can't sell music or videos or whatever. Or now look what they sell now, right? So I mean, look at this article right here. Ripple, this is Bitcoin is, by the way, Bitcoin Maxi article. Ripple to become the Amazon of crypto by 2025, Brad Garlinghouse. So, we got what, about a little over a year and a half? Um, right here it says Garlinghouse mentioned Amazon's epic growth, right? It started out as an online bookseller before it made a pivot and began to dominate e commerce. He envisions a similar potential for Ripple, although he does say that first and foremost, Ripple's is solving cross border payments. And basically says, look, I hope that in 5 years, we're not just Amazon books, we're Amazon. And I'm like, whoa, that's some serious talk right there. It's difficult to envision just where the crypto market will be in 5 years, but he says Ripple growing much larger and providing real solutions for customers. Ripple has been partnering with many strategic companies like SBI in Japan, MoneyGram, I don't know, Induslin, Saudi Arabian, British Bank, and many others too, to increase its market share, influence, and remittances and cross-border payments industry. Garlinghouse says that since Ripple's open source, he is open to the idea of CBDC launching on his blockchain, blah, 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 blah. But basically, right here, I mean, CEO Brad Garlinghouse, we are the leading enterprise blockchain company. It is. Ripple, that's why the SEC sued Ripple. Ripple is the number one blockchain crypto company in the United States, right? I mean, you can look at a Bitcoin is not an American. Ethereum is not American, right? The stable coins don't count. But now XRP, and it's the biggest crypto market cap coin that's American, right? And it fluctuates. But right now, Ripple, the blockchain company, is to me the biggest in the world. And he says, period, full stop. Ripple is this is important. Ripple is in a position that I compare to Amazon circa 1997. Books is to cross-border payments as payments for Ripple, right? So Amazon is to books as Ripple is to payments. He is basically coming out, saying, hey, we are 1997 Amazon. That is absolutely insane. I don't know when this quote was taken. Right here, December 2021. So that would be like now Amazon is 1999 or 2000. So he's confident, and we got the lawsuit settlement. We have Ripple IPO. Like I said, we have the settlement IPO, and now the stable coin. What's next? Okay, yeah. Amazon is one of the biggest companies in the world. So I think Ripple is a good contender for that. So that'll do it for this video. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Go subscribe to Digital Perspectives. He puts out really good content. Also, Digital Asset Investor. Again, this video is all circling around what Ripple and Brad Garlinghouse tweeted out today, which is pretty insane. And I think it's interesting how it's coming right around where the settlement is, and then also if you follow my TA, being in a contracting triangle, being in that last E wave, or on the smaller time frame, being in that last ABC, being in the second box or the second base of reaccumulation. I talked about that in my previous video. You can go ahead and check it out. So anyway, interesting timing nonetheless. But yeah, if you guys can, that would be amazing if you can hit that like button and drop a comment. Tell me what you guys think. If you have any questions about the stablecoin or just questions in general, what do you think about this news? Is it good? Is it bad? Tell me your thoughts. Comment below. I definitely will read it. I read all my comments. I might not get to respond, but I do see them. Usually I go over comments every 3 or 4 days, and just to see, catch up on everything. But if you want to support the channel, you can always do so by leaving a tip through the YouTube tip jar. I got 4 addresses on the screen if you wanted to support the channel. That is always extremely appreciative. But anyways, until next time, I will catch you guys on the next one. Cheers.